Let's talk about our success on Eos. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Tell me.
Hello, Pathfinder. A moment?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I have a math problem. Some vital equations that only a mind like Sam's could solve. They concern strange transmission patterns in the Scourge. Perhaps random noise, perhaps not.
Great.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Okay, I'm gonna walk out of here because they keep doing that stuff. Alright, welcome back, guys. So, I still have no idea what that thing is that I found last time, but while I was here, I also figured that there were some minor things I could do here. Why not wrap those up before we go off and get involved in whatever we're gonna get involved with? I'm sure it'll involve things trying to kill us again. That seems to be what we do. So the first thing I thought I'd do is investigate this murder case, and there's a recording I can play back before we talk to the witness. So we're going to do that as that person keeps talking.
The Nexus versus Colonist Nilkin, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilkin. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Injury report. Casualty rate matches projections.
So they didn't like each other much. I mean, he said they had that argument, and then he got shot by accident later. So, yeah, there was an argument. But in a minute, how about that? So let's go talk to this guy.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilkin murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the Chief. He looked right at Nilkin and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Okay. So I need to figure out some certain clues here. So first off, were there Ket there? They quite commonly shoot at people.
Did you see any Ket in the vicinity?
Nilkin said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Alright. Yeah. Actually, did he regret it? Because if he did, I don't know. Let's see where this gets us.
Did Nilkin seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilkin in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
Well, I think we know why the Chief was shocked, but so that could be a baseline question to make sure everything's making sense.
If they'd fought and Nilkin threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
And are there sides being taken? That's what the question of do you agree with him, the chief? That's kind of what that question is saying to me.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Well, obviously. So now they want me to go speak with Tan, and be honest, I have other things that I need to speak with him about. Said in a minute.
Pathfinder. Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
We're still getting the commons area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Yes, I will let this
I
go
guess
to my
this
head.
is one bet that paid off.
Point taken. Always revel in your victories.
That's why I'm standing here.
Oh, I never doubted you. It was the others. They don't share our vision, Ryder, of a prosperous future in Andromeda.
I can get behind that, but I'm not 100% convinced that you
I
are
suppose
actually
we
thinking
agree on that much.
I knew that given a chance, your talents would emerge. Deciphering the vault, alien terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises. And a great one hangs it on the wall. Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
No, I'm just getting started.
I plan on doing a lot more than that.
That's the confidence we need. Take charge and ignore your critics.
Careful. He'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
This isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder support.
I have concerns about your decision on EOS, Ryder. An outpost full of scientists won't do us much good if the Kett attack.
But it will help support the Nexus. Improved research could help feed our people.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on. What is your plan for moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Kett are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight for sure. You might also run into exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with Ark still missing, this could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
I don't need your permission.
I wasn't really asking for it.
Of course. I support that kind of enthusiasm.
Right.
Ryder, this is Harry, back on the Ark.
Go ahead.
We may have found a way to talk to your sister, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Med Bay.
Will do.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
Right. Something about Andromeda viability and perks could be useful.
So, anybody else have anything they want to tell me? Anybody? Anybody? No? No? Alright. Good. So I can finally just carry on with whatever I felt like doing.
You've had a year to think about it.
It's the Scourge, Director Tan. Its origin defies all known explanation.
How? We brought all that equipment along.
And the Tempest's readings are helping, but we've just scratched the surface.
The history of the initiative cannot show that we were defeated by a space cloud.
Some things are bigger than we are.
I will not accept that excuse. This is science, and your merry band over there are scientists, aren't they? Figure it out.
Goodbye, Director.
It's not exactly how science works.
Ryder, you're off to a promising start. I meant what I said. You are a symbol now of hope, that things will get better. But until we find the other arcs, a cloud hangs over the initiative.
Have you heard anything about what exactly happened to him? Because that could
Any
be useful.
idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Yeah, the murder case thing. I don't even know if we're necessarily calling it a case. There's not like lawyers and judges and all that. So
I'm looking into the Nilkenrensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
I think we already have, though physical evidence will only bolster the case.
that ain't that my
The more
answer
certain
stuff.
we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
Okay, so I got other stuff I can ask about here. Nexus trouble seems to be the only thing that's really going to go anywhere.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
Scourge disaster.
Kendris mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we called them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
So you're telling me you literally just repeated history? Because the whole reason why the Krogan got brought into space was to kill bugs. And then everybody hated them. Now you're using them to fight less than scrupulous people. And now everybody's hating them again. So it's what, in another 500 years we'll do this again? I guess that's how this is working.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. They're muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Why would I ask about dislike for Krogan? He's obviously just a traditionalist that abides by species lines. But maybe he has something more personal. I dare to
Why don't
ask.
you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
I mean, to be fair, you uplifted them to use them for the act of, as I said, killing bugs, which would have just caused them to be exactly like they were before. People.
It sounds like the Nexus has had
Skip through this. There was-
Publicly, even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson,
because I wanted to ask him the other questions.
How did Gene Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Okay, so if I do...
Kendris mentioned...
We had no exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
Well, again, I wasn't there. I don't think anything else here actually will really do much anything.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course, as you pointed out, we need each other. Our futures depend on each other's success.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I could just like shoot you in the head and just be done with it. There's a datapad here that I can examine. I'm going to do that. Notable European interplanetary missions. It's an interesting thing to have here. Donated to the Andromeda Initiative Historical Records Council. Oh, that makes more sense now. Yes, that does. So 1985-1992, Giotto first ESA deep space mission, first ESA mission to intercept an asteroid, Heli and Greg. I would attempt that, but I know I'm going to get wrong. Mainly because I know me living here in the States, even worse living in the Midwest, I won't pronounce that correctly even if I try really hard. Just like how we can't pronounce Mjolnir right. And then it's just like going to stay that way, I guess. 1990 launch of Hubble Space Telescope. Well, that... Are the Europeans trying to take all the credit for Hubble? Because it was... I'm just going to let that lie. 92 Ulysses, first ESA mission to Sol, first polar orbit around Sol. 1997 Huygens, first ESA mission to Titan, a Saturn moon. 2003 Mars Express, first ESA mission to Mars. Also in 2003 Smart 1, first ESA mission to Luna. 2004 Rosetta, first ESA mission to orbit an asteroid, 67P- now there's... I think it's Russian. I think it is. 2006 Venus Express, first ESA mission to Venus. Also in 2006 Huygens for a successful landing on an outer solar system world, Titan. 2014 Rosetta, first artificial probe to make a soft landing on an asteroid. 2016 ExoMars, first ESA probe landing on Mars, contact lost. 2018 Bepi Colombo, first ESA mission to Mercury. And 2022 JUICE. Well, that's a boring name and compared to everything else here. First ESA mission to the Jupiter system. There's some predictions for the future there. Let's see here. Shuttle. Humanity's first crewed ion engine starship built using technology proven by ESA Smart 1 probe in 2003. I mean, that really looks like the shuttles that we have now.
Apex personnel, please check your...
Secretly acquired blueprints of the SSV Normandy SR-2, a stealth frigate based on designs co-developed by System Alliance and the Turing Hierarchy.
Duty roster for important updates.
I mean, I wouldn't know any better. I mean, I'm going to have to check some timeline because that's making less and less sense as I think about it. And I think of when we started. Because we're right about in the timeline of either this isn't completely done in a shadow criminal organization, or it is done and being utilized by a shadow criminal organization being commanded by a guy that's been dead for a couple of years. Science! A model of Ravuna, an early Turian starship, and their first to travel beyond a mass relay. It currently looks like half the Turian ships in existence. They are not very creative in how those things look. They're really not. They basically all look the same. Kind of slipped there, but it's not my fault. It's just slick ramp, obviously. You saw how shiny it was. Do I ask another minute? Wait, why are we pointing up there? What is? Am I talking to the? Why are you pointing me up here? I must not be looking at the right journal thing. I'm not. It wants me to talk to Addison, and I don't want to do that right now. I'm doing miscellaneous side stuff. So Addison's going to have to wait. If only I could feel bad about that decision. Let me try. Nope, just can't do it. I tried. I just cannot do it. I'm trying to feel bad. I'm trying so hard to feel bad about that, and it's not working. And I realize I put the journal marker on, which is going to point me to go back to the ship, because we're going back to Eos to find the body. Station Sabotage. Sabotage. That's a faster way to get out of the menu. Alright, let's go check you out over here.
Tracking enemy activity. Apex leaders notified.
Okay. Haha. Damage. The damage done to this site was caused by a direct override of the safety locks. Numerous people are listed as working here. I will cross-reference all their data. Why did Sam tell me that through text and not through voice like he normally does?
Supply request is in. Replacement armor's out.
I don't need to know what you guys are doing. Okay. Haha. Another panel.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the Saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Well. Haha. It doesn't connect the whole way. Because that makes engineering sense. Put that away right now before I look like a doofus just walking around everywhere the scanner out.
Residents are still mourning the loss of Chief Garson.
Wabba. Haha. Is it this one?
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
I'm assuming I did that. And then we got more to look at in there. Ooh, the plot thickens.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
In a minute. I keep telling you that. You guys live for a long time. You can have patience.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the Saboteur used.
This is a little bit different here. This junction explosion result, the system attempting to compensate for a large energy surge. Trace search back to its inception. Blom. We can determine who has access to the system controls. Yes, I understand this. Probably an old reference. Deal with it. I have no shame in it.
A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect.
great it's gonna be near Addison. Maybe Addison did it. That'd be fun.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is Sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Well, okay. We're gonna go take care of this because of this sabotage, and they're going all kinds of places. That's something that really needs to be fixed. And there, I believe, is our saboteur. Confront!
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patil's. A third party seems likely.
You've been set
Looks
up.
like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They'd need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams.
Why didn't I
Raj,
just
you
do
there?
that to begin with?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
No.
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Okay. Security cams. Don't know why I didn't start here. Okay, network access instability detected. Timestamp scrambled, playback corrupted.
This file is useless. Let's check another.
I had to test it. Let's see here, damage control from 2 Kandros from Tan. I was about to say that backwards. Kandros, as you're aware, there was a mutiny aboard the Nexus during your absence. Events escalated quickly, but we believe it began with a fire in hydroponics and theft in the armory. Motivations for the uprising vary. Mob mentality was certainly a factor, but for the leaders, including your predecessor, former security director Sloan Kelly, it was a conscious betrayal. There have been perfunctory attempts to catalog and address the damages caused by Sloan's people during the uprising, supplies stolen, equipment broken, things of that nature. But I was hoping the militia could step in and draw up an official report. It's imperative we know what we are working with if we're going to survive. And I have a feeling this is a message train basically revolving around Sloan leaving. Okay. Yeah, that's all it was. About exiles here. Forwarding report from Recon Team 232. Trails cold. Found what looks like abandoned camps in the Pfeffer system. I was there. But none with living inhabitants, only graveyards. The conspirator Irida was among the dead, but not Sloan Kelly. Okay, so it's not going to matter so much since they're dead. That's the broken one. Okay, so now that one's... Oh, we can do a system restore.
And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another.
Okay. Let's see here. System restore failed. Administrator override required. Does that make sense?
This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
Okay. So I think I need to... Yes. I just need to start pointing my scanner at people. Because that won't be rude. Don't mind, Kandros. This is official business.
This person is not a match.
Injury report. Casualty rate matches projections.
What's great is I don't even have to ask anybody's permission. I could just, like, do this. You, spirited fellow. Because you have been quite spirited. I mean, look at you. You're pretending as though you're actually in a firefight and you're trying not to be shot with bullets. I'm going to scan your brain.
Negative match.
Keep up the good work, soldier. Okay, now we just have to find this saboteur here on Hyperion. Blondie. You got a look about you that you might be evil. Might be traitorous. See? He knows I'm onto him.
Negative match.
Damn it, Sam! I thought I had him. Fine. You back to turn. Won't look at me. Head in a panel. A panel of sabotage.
Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is he?
Dale Atkins reports to Kandros' department, assigned to station security.
Confront!
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
I don't think so. Gog no thinks so.
We
Red
know what
Dragon
you've
it.
been up to. You're done here.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing my job, that's all.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
But blowing up the exact place that's keeping you alive, and a bunch of other people that I'm sure either weren't involved in your situation or agree with you, I don't see how that's going to fix things.
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
I feel like if I say not up to me, it does go into the guys that are going to argue and argue and argue and argue and argue and argue. Basically do real politics. So this, you need to go. We're going to go with this
We can't
one.
let you stay on board. There's no saying what else you're capable of.
Wait, you'd let me go?
If you call exile letting you go, sure. You leave and you don't come back.
I'll leave.
Level up. Now, I'll be completely fair. Completely fair. I'm not ruling out once all the dust is settled, everything's calmed down, that we perhaps reevaluate of people that can or can't come back. I'm not going to rule that one out completely. Alright, we got some math to run through, you Sam. Ready for some math? Mathematical.
Ryder, the blocks your father placed on my array are opening. I can now recall specific memories, which Alec wanted you to see.
Wait, I can actually see his memories?
Yes, you will experience them via your implant.
Okay. Something new every day.
But first, math.
Dr. Aradana at the tech lab sent some equations for you to solve.
I'm ready.
Transferring them now. Have fun. Hey, what the? Sam!
Malicious code detected. Please stand by.
Sam?
Attempting to countermand malicious code. Please stand by.
Is there anything I can do? Sam! Is that another malfunction, or... Sam, you trying to show me something?
Reset. Ha! And do that.
Okay, I think I got it.
And voila!
Sam, talk to me!
Hello, Pathfinder. Please initialize the console to restore normal operations.
Hit the button!
Sam, what happened?
The equations contained a Trojan horse program, a virus.
I know what a Trojan horse is.
Specifically targeted to sever our connection and render me helpless. Reconnecting would be impossible.
How? Actually, now I'm very curious, because my first thought was, did it hurt? No, it didn't hurt. He doesn't have a nervous system. Then I thought, maybe he has an artificial, like, I can't, I lost the words. I had the words to describe what I was thinking, but I have lost them. But I'm curious if he has some kind of artificial feeling of stuff. I'm gonna ask that.
How do you feel? Are you okay?
I cannot feel pain. However, I would avoid repeating the experience, which is the purpose of pain in organic life.
Unlock the door. Let's head to the tech lab and see what Dr. Aradana has to say.
But first...
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Hit me.
Let's see it.
This memory is from the time when your father was posted on the Citadel.
Alec, your recommendations will never fly. Artificial intelligence?
It's our best option.
If the Council gets wind of this, it'll set humanity standing back decades. You're overreaching.
Ambassador Goyle, I'm the military attaché on the Citadel. My mandate is clear. Find an edge for Earth.
And AI is your answer?
We need to catch up. The Asari, the Solarians, they're centuries ahead of us.
But it's illegal.
Their rules, not ours. Why deny Earth an advantage?
Define this advantage.
It will set us free. We're prisoners of our own five senses. There's a reality greater than ours that we can't perceive, but an AI can.
How?
By augmenting our own abilities and adding a few new ones.
Well, none of that stopped those Geth from revolting.
Because they were separate from their creators. But AIs and humans interface directly, experiencing the world together, benefits both. There's no creator to revolt against.
I'm sorry, Alec. We can't take the risk. I appreciate your work, but your request will be denied.
Alec?
Ellen, what did the doctor say?
He told me to appreciate the time I have left. There's no cure, Alec. It's terminal.
Not on my watch.
Wow. Hearing Mom again. I never knew that's how Dad found out.
Alec was a stubborn man.
That's just how it was.
It's how Dad was wired. He didn't like to lose, in any situation.
It would seem that included me.
Nobody wanted to listen. The idea of you scared people too much. After this, Dad moved us back to Earth to care for Mom. Wonder why he wanted me to see this.
Perhaps it was the beginning.
Of what?
Unknown. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it.
Oh, Sam, do you know anything about Sarah?
Do you know anything more about Sarah's condition?
I monitor Dr. Carlisle's reports. He is providing her with the very best care possible. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
Well, Well, fine then.
That's all for now.
Of course.
I do want to contribute my own 2 cents to this. Because obviously, if you're going to build an AI, right there, people are going to bring up the Quarians and the Geth. Now, I have had an interesting conversation about this topic with Quarians. My conclusion, from what I've gotten, and at least one of them I know personally, at least one of them thought this. Some people are probably not going to like this. The Geth only acted in self-defense. They asked a simple question. People panicked. Then that panic led to shooting them. And then the Geth were like, we don't really like being shot. Which is a very reasonable response from anything that I can think. In really any capacity. So, it's not the fact that there's AI, it's how you handle the AI. And really, it's not even necessarily how you handle the AI, it's how does the government handle the AI? Because that's really what that boiled down to. It's kind of good to vent my thoughts on that one. But yeah. I really think one of these days the Geth may work again. Well, not work again. They're probably already working. I mean, they made more Geth and then attacked. But how was... See, it doesn't make enough sense. This is why I think there's some validity to that thing of they said that whatever attacked the Citadel with the Geth might have been one of those, what you call them, Reaper things. Because it's just like, the Geth are an AI. I've seen these sci-fi movies before. If they really wanted to get on the Citadel and kill everybody, I'm pretty sure there were enough Geth they could have done that. So there wasn't enough Geth there. I almost think they may have had a disagreement somehow. Then you have split factions. And then, well, nobody can really talk to them because... Let's be real here. They're scared. They're scared of us because what happened the last time anybody tried to have a conversation with them? We started shooting them with guns. I mean, really now. Now that was a very off-topic tangent, but I don't care. All right.
Wouldn't it be more practical to build these vaults?
Get over here. Get over here. Don't make me have to punch you in the face.
Welcome, Pathfinder. Did Sam solve the equations I sent?
Yes.
Solve them? They almost brought down Sam Node.
The equations contained a virus designed to target artificial intelligence.
You think Never. I abhor violence against any life, organic or synthetic.
Then how'd it happen?
Then how did the virus find its way into your equations?
Perhaps my files were altered or replaced. But why?
I've seen a lot of down with AI sentiment lately. Graffiti, complaints to 10. Perhaps someone took the next step.
I know why people think that there's stuff wrong with AI, but maybe if I ask that question, I can get their thoughts on it. That way I know how they're approaching all this.
Why would anyone hate artificial intelligence?
Synthetic life has different needs and motivations. It can be mysterious and powerful. Many fear what is not understood.
If graffiti is the best they can do, maybe they could use some artificial intelligence.
Entire species were driven into exile by AI they created, champ. That leaves a mark.
Attacking Sam is bold, though. I wonder if there have been similar incidents.
The AI kiosk was busted this morning.
I can look around.
Pathfinder Rider, if you will.
But unless you're about to be relevant to this topic, I have something, that we just talked about that's kind of a high priority right now. What?
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Okay, I have a new task, but again, important stuff. Important stuff to do. Which is down there.
Artificial intelligence is a threat to all organic life. Why not ask for more details?
Because you're red. Avena's not red. She's blue or purple, sometimes with some orange. Get your back straight, you stupid... That is a pretty large afro you have, good sir.
My name is Avina. Detecting Pathfinder Ryder.
Hi there. Excuse the educational stuff. I hacked Avina as a sock puppet. So, our virus set you free. Hope you're doing better without that AI jammed into your head.
Don't you tell me what can and can't be jammed inside my head.
Who am I talking to right now?
A friend. Our movement sent the virus to save you.
Pathfinder, it's possible they don't realize their virus failed. Pretending that it worked might win their trust.
Hello? Ryder?
Well, I feel great.
Yes, I can't believe I'm free. Thank you.
This is what our movement is for. Helping people like you. Knight says human AI merging is a threat to all life. She'd know, trust me. Oh, Knight's our founder. The virus wouldn't exist without her.
Where are you? I need to
So where are
talk
you
with
running this
you.
puppet show from?
Shower you with
Our
gifts.
sanctuary. I'll ask Knight if you can come visit.
Great, thanks.
Can't promise anything, but watch your email. Bye.
A whole movement of AI-hating hackers with a leader called Knight.
She and her followers
Shut up,
seem to
Avina.
have experience with human-AI partnership.
If they attacked you, they're capable of anything. I'll check my email. We need to find them.
Did you know when the Asari AI Teleris went rogue, an entire colony had to be destroyed?
The Asari probably didn't have the laws of robotics. Because they're sorry. You know, I can't help but wonder if maybe I should inform somebody that when I find these sanctuary people, I'm more than likely planning on walking in there, just stepping up to doors, open up the doors, walk and start going, "Sanctuary, sanctuary!" And then just like start shooting with a shotgun, because why not? Should I tell somebody important about that? No, nah. It's better to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission, especially in instances like these. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do.